Get ready for the offseason action, because we are diving straight into the Chiefs' roster moves. We start with John Michael-Gyllenborg, the tight end from the University of Wyoming who has a real path to the active roster. We break down how this undrafted free agent, who relied on explosive athleticism to create big plays, is positioned to become a future playmaker for Kansas City. You won't want to miss this deep dive into Gyllenborg's potential. Setting the stage for a massive performance in 2026. And finally, we wrap up this massive update on the Kansas City Chiefs. We look at the overall picture of the team's offseason strategy, from the tight end depth to the offensive firepower. Don't forget to stay locked in, because we are bringing you all the breaking news you need right here. Noi Dung Kai Tight. The Kansas City Chiefs are gearing up for their upcoming NFL training camp, with off-season decisions rapidly approaching. With NFL teams less than 2 weeks away from finalizing their roster moves, the Chiefs have a significant opportunity to evaluate the entire 91-man off-season roster in one setting. A key focus for the team is bolstering its young talent pool, and the Chiefs have added several interesting undrafted free agents to their ranks. Among these prospects, tight end John Michael-Gyllenborg, hailing from the University of Wyoming, stands out as a particularly intriguing addition. /N Gyllenborg, originally from Kansas City, Missouri, earned his scholarship to Wyoming after playing 1 season of high school football. Following his collegiate career, he played 4 seasons for the Dallas Cowboys, earning recognition as a second-team All-Mountain West performer in 2024. While a dip in production during the 2025 season may have impacted his draft stock, his excellent athletic profile keeps him a hot commodity among NFL teams. /N Despite not being selected in the draft, Gyllenborg secured a chance to sign with his hometown Chiefs. During the team's rookie minicamp, Gyllenborg shared his perspective on the experience. He emphasized that he sees a real path to making the active roster once the team narrows its roster to 53 players before Week 1, largely due to the need for depth behind star tight end Travis Kelce. /N in limited organized football experience, Gyllenborg has relied heavily on his athleticism and creating big plays through yard-after-catch situations. He utilizes his larger frame to create separation at the catch point, secure contested catches, maintain balance, and fight for extra yardage. He possesses the explosive timing and vertical route-running ability necessary to haul in downfield passes. /N A-specific strength Gyllenborg can showcase immediately in Kansas City is his ability to generate yards after the catch. For instance, running a flat route away from a run fake, he has demonstrated the ability to secure the catch and accelerate. This exemplifies how Wyoming schemed to exploit his physical gifts on pass plays. /N However, Gyllenborg is not yet a complete prospect. Areas requiring significant development include his blocking skills and overall route running technique necessary to thrive in the NFL. While his flashes are impressive, substantial development is needed for him to secure a roster spot. /N analysts suggest Gyllenborg is a strong candidate for the practice squad and a dark horse contender for the active roster. Given the current tight end situation, where only Kelce and Noah Gray are guaranteed spots, and third-year tight end Jard Wiley is looking to break out, the Chiefs have a tremendous need for another playmaker at the position. Gyllenborg is a player to closely monitor in camp and represents a potential future playmaker for the franchise. Kansas City Chiefs have a significant opportunity ahead of them as NFL offseason training camp approaches, providing a chance to evaluate their 91-man roster. Among the undrafted free agents signed by the team, tight end John Michael-Gyllenborg from the University of Wyoming stands out as a particularly intriguing prospect with a clear path to the active roster. Gyllenborg, originally from Kansas City, Missouri, played college football for the Cowboys and was recognized as a second-team All-Mountain West performer in 2024. Despite a dip in production that may have impacted his draft stock, his excellent athletic profile keeps him a hot commodity in the free agent market. Not selected in the NFL draft, Gyllenborg secured a signing with his hometown Chiefs. During rookie minicamp, Gyllenborg highlighted the importance of the opportunity, noting that given the depth behind star tight end Travis Kelce, he has a real shot at making the active roster by week 1. His game relies heavily on athleticism and creating big plays, utilizing his larger frame to gain separation at the catch point and fight for yards after the catch. He possesses the vertical route running ability necessary to haul in downfield passes. A key immediate strength is his ability to turn plays into big gains, such as running a flat route away from a run fake to secure a catch and accelerate. However, Gyllenborg is not without areas needing refinement. His blocking is below average, and his overall route running requires significant development to compete at the NFL level. Analysts suggest Gyllenborg is a strong candidate for the practice squad and a dark horse for the active roster. With the Chiefs' current tight end situation being challenging, and only Kelce and Noah Gray guaranteed spots, any standout player emerging from the rest of the pool could gain a fast track to the active roster. Gyllenborg is a player to monitor closely in camp, representing a potential future playmaker for the Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are facing a critical defensive depth challenge as they look to bolster their pass rush unit. Despite successful draft selections, the team faces vulnerability should key players like George Karlaftis suffer an injury, leaving them exposed at the edge position with limited veteran experience. Analysts are pointing toward former New Orleans Saints defensive end Cam Jordan as the ideal veteran recruit to address this need. Mahomes recently hosted a charity golf event where Jordan was present, highlighting the potential fit between the quarterback and the defensive scheme, noting that Jordan would be a strong stylistic match for Steve Spagnuolo's defense and would be willing to play without expectation of a full game. The current edge position group consists of Felix Anudike-Uzomah, R. Mason Thomas, Ashton Gillott, and Karlaftis. Concerns have been raised regarding the limited meaningful snaps from these players, with Anudike-Uzomah logging only 550 career snaps in 3 years and Gillott having 485. Thomas, as a rookie, has no defensive snaps. Cam Jordan, who demonstrated strong production last season with a Pro Football Focus grade of 76, 36 total pressures, and 10 sacks, offers the experienced depth the Chiefs require. While his pass rush win rate was lower at 9.9%, his performance in the run game, evidenced by an average tackle depth of just 2.5 yards, suggests valuable versatility. With Kansas City having approximately $7 million in available cap space, significant negotiations would be necessary to secure Jordan, who is currently valued at about $6.08 APY on Spotrac. If acquired, Jordan could significantly enhance the efficiency of the Chiefs' defense. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are set to face a major rival on Thanksgiving Day after the NFL schedule has slotted the Buffalo Bills in their matchup. The Kansas City Chiefs' offseason moves suggest a strong internal confidence in receiver Xavier Worthy, pointing toward a significant breakout season for the player in the 2026 campaign. Following the departures of Hollywood Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster, and a minimal draft investment, the team's focus appears squarely on Worthy, despite previous struggles. This decision reflects an underlying trust in Worthy's potential, especially after his injury in the first game of the 2025 season, where he struggled with health, posting only 532 receiving yards and a single touchdown. The team's cautious approach also signals that the offense was not clicking, and Worthy was hampered by injury while fighting for yardage and protecting his shoulder. With the receiver scheduled for necessary surgery and expected to be fully recovered before week 1 of the next season, analysts believe a breakout is imminent. This optimism is bolstered by the addition of Kenneth Walker III, who is expected to force defenses to commit to the run game, creating more opportunities for Chiefs' big plays, which aligns perfectly with Worthy's elite speed. Fans have long sought more consistency from the receiver, given flashes of potential in his first 2 seasons marred by protection issues and run game struggles. The Chiefs' silence on the position strongly indicates that the organization expects Worthy to finally meet expectations in 2026. The only potential obstacle remains Worthy's smaller build, which leaves him susceptible to injury. Furthermore, the return of offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy further elevates expectations for a dominant third year, potentially sparking discussions about contract extensions given the elite capabilities of Patrick Mahomes when supported by adequate offensive guidance.